Have you ever felt the sting of being close to someone, only to watch them pull away without warning? One day, you're laughing together sharing something real. The next, they've gone quiet, cold, distant, and you sit there wondering, did I do something wrong? But the truth is, according to Stoic wisdom, not everything that happens is about you. Sometimes, the retreat you experience isn't rejection, it's fear. Fear that lives inside them. Fear shaped by their past, not your presence. So before you blame yourself, pause. Because loving someone with avoidant attachment is not a failure of your love. It's a reflection of the war they're still fighting inside. Let's go back to where it all begins, childhood. Avoidant attachment doesn't appear out of nowhere. It's often born in homes where emotions felt unsafe or simply ignored. Imagine growing up knowing that love could vanish, that comfort might be met with silence. So what do? You adapt. You learn to protect yourself by not needing anyone at all. Don't get close. Don't depend. Stay in control. That becomes the survival code. As Epictetus wisely said, it's not things that disturb us, but our judgments about them. The avoidant isn't cold by nature. They were taught that closeness costs too much. And that belief? It still echoes in their adult relationships today. Closeness should feel safe, but for some, it feels like danger. For the avoidant, intimacy isn't comfort, it's a threat. Not because they don't care, but because they care more than they know how to handle. As you get closer, their alarms go off. Not in words, but in instincts. They may ghost you, turn cold, or lash out in confusion. Not to hurt you, but to protect themselves. To them, closeness feels like surrender. Like opening a door they were trained to keep shut. They fear being engulfed, judged, or abandoned, so they retreat. It's not personal. It's protection. But knowing that doesn't make it any easier to love them. It's a dance that breaks the heart, step forward, then vanish. If you've ever loved someone avoidant while being anxiously attached yourself, you know this torment all too well. You get close, they pull away. You reach out, they grow colder. It's a cycle that leaves you questioning your worth. Seneca once said, "We suffer more in imagination than in reality." But let's be honest, imagination doesn't make it hurt any less. Here's where Stoic wisdom saves us. Don't react. Don't chase. Pause. Breathe. Because their fear of closeness isn't your failure. It's not rejection. It's a reflection of their inner chaos. Protect your peace, even as the storm rages near. Here's the paradox most people miss. Avoidants do want connection. They crave it, quietly, deeply. But only if it doesn't cost them their emotional armor. So they show up when things are light, fun, easy. But when real emotions enter the room, they vanish. It's not because they're playing games. It's not manipulation. It's a war between longing and fear, a war they've been fighting since childhood. They want closeness, but without the risk. They want love, but without vulnerability. And the moment it feels too real, they run not from you, but from the weight of being seen. Can love survive that kind of tug of war? One day, you're laughing side by side. The next, they're gone, silent, cold. It's an emotional seesaw, up with hope, down with confusion. And if you've ever loved someone avoidant, you know how draining that ride can be. But here's the Stoic truth. Their retreat is not your responsibility. You didn't cause it. You can't control it. And you're not meant to fix it. What you can do is stay rooted in your own peace. Because the moment you start abandoning yourself to chase their closeness, you're no longer in love, you're in survival. Sometimes the most loving thing you can do is to stop trying to rescue someone who keeps swimming away. If every word you speak feels like a risk, if you find yourself tiptoeing around their moods, constantly afraid of saying the wrong thing, pause and ask yourself, is this love or emotional survival? Because real love shouldn't feel like holding your breath. It shouldn't feel like you're starving and calling it devotion. You deserve a connection built on safety, not suspense. Affection that's steady, not conditional. And here's the truth many avoid: growth is their responsibility. You can't love someone into healing. You can offer support, but you cannot carry them. Stoic wisdom reminds us, your peace is sacred. And sometimes choosing yourself is the most loving thing you can do. You are not here to beg for love, not to shrink yourself, hoping someone finally sees your worth. Sometimes the silence they leave behind says more than any words could. Let that absence reveal what presence never did. The truth. Real love is not a maze of mixed signals. It's not a guessing game. Healing like love must be mutual. You can't carry a relationship on your own back forever. The Stoics teach us to choose virtue over chaos, clarity over confusion, peace over pain. So if walking away is what brings you back to yourself, don't do it in anger. Do it in wisdom. Because your peace is not up for negotiation. At the end of the day, it comes down to this: protect your serenity. Not everyone deserves access to your heart, your time, or your peace. Love should never cost you your sense of self. So take a quiet moment and ask, what kind of love do I truly deserve? One built on anxiety and guessing, or one rooted in safety, truth, and mutual care? The Stoics remind us your peace is sacred. Guard it with clarity, honor it with boundaries, and when needed, choose wisdom over wishful thinking. If this message gave you clarity, strength, or just a moment of stillness, like, subscribe, and keep walking this path of Stoic living. One choice, one breath, one truth at a time.